bodies anyway, so we're kind of like, this is fine, but now we're itching to do something with ourselves. We're going a little crazy now.
Right, it's funny, even when the introverts are like, you know what, I gotta just do something, I don't care what. Something.
It's so true. We're getting so antsy now. It's like, yeah, we don't go out all the time, but I do want to go to a bar and like have a beer now with my buddy.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to get out there.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, even if someone has to be 6 foot away from me, it's just kind of nice to, be with something other than my cats being 6 feet away from me.
I know. It's around the
Yeah, we've got our cats too. 2 of our cats were missing one week, which was really weird and crazy and bizarre, but we found them both.
Oh, thank goodness. Where were they? Did they just come home?
Okay, it was my fault. I left the door open because I was doing something outside, and one of them left and just, went on their own. He went on his own for, 40 hours. And then the other one was, hiding for, 5 hours, and I was, that was it. I was like, check me into the mental institution right now. I'm done.
Yeah.
They're like your kids,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. One time, I've got 2, and one of them one time got out over the weekend, and I actually found him in the apartment complex I was living at the time, and he was just as terrified as I was. And so, yeah, I've definitely put enough extra lockdown measures that they're always quarantined, no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what. They're inside. Yeah, they're inside cats too. Where do you live?
Now, actually, I'm in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Man.
Michael's from Michigan.
Really?
I know that my favorite brewery is Bell's, but
yes.
I know that they're not in Kalamazoo anymore, right?
Yeah, Bell's Eccentric Cafe is here. We're still doing the Oberon Festival every spring. Right.
It's my absolute favorite beer, and now it's a macro brew now, no longer a micro brew, so I can find it in LA every now and then.
Oh, nice. That's got to feel like, a bit of home and kind of... Yeah, that's good. So where are you originally from then, Michael?
I was in Ann Arbor, Ipsy for about 10, 12 years.
Oh, wow, okay. I'm originally from southeast Michigan, below Jackson, Michigan, but I spent a lot of time in Ann Arbor. I was a jazz guitarist for years, so of course you go to Ann Arbor for everything. And it's just an absolute blast there. How was the transition from Ann Arbor to LA, though?
I went from Ann Arbor to, that was kind of when I was in Ann Arbor is when I actually started in film. I had been doing a ton of theater and stuff before that, but basically around that time, which was 2008-ish or whatever, I started doing film, and I went to New York. I'm like, hey, I want to do New York before I do LA. And I did. I went out there with an old girlfriend, and for about 3.5 years gave New York a try. That didn't really pan out. It didn't have the I liked New York, but the acting didn't have what I was looking for at the time. I wasn't ready to, obviously jump into major stage stuff or...
Too much city for you?
Yeah, I liked it, but mainly I went down to stay with my mom for a while to help her out in Rhode Island, and that's where that's the transition from. So basically it's Rhode Island to LA was my transition, I would say. Rhode Island for 10 years also, and then LA.
Gotcha. So what do you think about LA then, since you're more the West Coast or, East Coast, Midwest person?
Yeah.
I really like it. I love LA. I mean, obviously the obvious stuff like traffic sucks, but I really like LA. I do. It's beautiful out here.
Diana, have you been here before? Have you been to LA?
I have not. I have been to a lot of places, and I've been a writer for about 10 years now, and I have a lot of intention of getting out to LA, because if you're going to write, well, you go where the writing is. So,
right.
Yeah, so, it's funny. The first question I was going to ask you guys was for you to tell me a little about yourself. So how about we'll kind of circle back with that. And Augie, let's start with you first. Tell me, what's your story? How did you get to where you're at in LA?
Yeah. I'm an LA native. I was born on the playground of LA. My
Awesome.
family, I kind of grew up in the business. Half my family is in the business, and then half of them are kind of they're there's a lot of therapists also in my family. So
that's good.
I grew up in LA my whole life. I'm still here, literally. And then I have a big family. I have 4 brothers and 1 sister. And do you want to know about anything else?
So, obviously you went to school. Did you go to college in LA? Well, what was your stepping stone between?
College in LA. That's a good, I didn't. I took a couple classes at SMC and UCLA Extension, which is not UCLA, which is UCLA Extension. I took, English and psychology. I don't even know what math is. That is not my thing. My forte is not math. You cannot ask me any math questions. So that's kind of what I did. I kind of started acting right out of high school.
And is that, do you do that part-time? Are you able to make it your full-time career?
Yeah, it became a full-time career, I think, about 5 years into acting. I did a lot of little side gigs, like I think a lot of actors do. I was a waitress. I was a hostess. I did a lot of babysitting. I did all of that. And then it became a full-time thing for me, full-time career for me, luckily.
That's fantastic. So how long have you been in the business?
Oh, God, that's such a good question. I'd say I've been working since I was for about 10 to 15 years.
That's pretty good longevity out there in LA.
Oh, man, yeah. It's, luckily, knock on wood, thank God, it's been good.
Right. So, well, you both obviously have a movie coming out that you're starring in called 645. I know it's kind of been shrouded in secrecy, but what can you tell us about 645?
Yeah, Michael, I'll leave that one here.
Do you want to run all the way through Augie, or do you want to bounce back and forth?
We could go through Augie, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. So, my take on 645 is it's about a couple that goes on a weekend getaway to repair their relationship. It's kind of in turmoil. And Bobby, her boyfriend, wakes up every day at 6:45, so it's kind of Groundhog Day horror film-esque. And every day, the day repeats itself, and things go horribly wrong every day for him. And he goes through a lot of things. Jules, the character I play, she goes through every day not knowing that she's going through every day. So it's kind of in the mind of Bobby the whole time. So that's kind of the story of the movie.
Wow, so. And so does the character Bobby, does he know that he's repeating it? Kind of like Bill Murray?
He does. He knows the whole time, and she has no clue. So you kind of see him slowly become more and more crazy, and she slowly becomes more worried about her boyfriend, thinking that she needs to check him into a mental institution. Where she wasn't. She's not quite sure.
That would come up in conversation, I can absolutely guarantee. So with horror movies are just, an insane ride, no matter if you're just watching it, if you're a part of it, if you're just writing it. What was the most challenging part for each of you in the film for your character? Was it getting into character? Was it the lines? What made you work the hardest?
Yeah, we were lucky because we had such a great team. Literally, it was like a little family affair. We were all staying in this one little inn. I think for me, for Jules, the most challenging week for her, we're calling Blood Week. Blood Week, and without giving anything away, I had to be drenched in blood a ton for an entire week with sticky, fake blood, which is not easy.
It's so itchy.
We had an amazing special effects team, which was Vincent Guastini, and also makeup and hair was Angel Soltero. I'll give you the names if you need to spell them out or anything. But they were lovely and supportive during my blood gags for the week. And they would clean me up. They made like a fake shower bath for me every time.
Nice.
Makeshift bath for me, which was lovely. Angel made that for me. So I think Blood Week for me was definitely the most challenging, for sure.
Very cool. And how about for you, Michael?
I think the definitely most challenging part for me was just how the movie was shot. It was shot in such a way, Bobby repeats the day over and over and over, but how the nature of film works is when we set up for a shot, like me in the bed or whatever, waking up in the morning, for instance, I had to go through that same kind of set with the same setup. I had to go through dozens of different days, dozens of takes, different emotions that are completely contrasting one another right after each other. So it was just really hard for me to block shoot with such emotional contrast, one back and forth. It really did put me through a lot.
Yeah, you went from like happy, sad to angry within like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, hey, can you laugh? Okay, cut, great job. Okay, can you cry? Okay, great, good job. Now it's like a gamut of emotions that were just tossed at me through these sequences of shooting.
Yeah.
Well, and, kind of piggybacking on that, how you prepare and how you go through your day, on the film actually. People always give you, all sorts of advice, sometimes daily, about, what to do, how to do anything in the industry. What is some of the worst or least constructive industry advice that someone has given you?
Right, okay. I literally can't remember where or who said this to me, but it was something along the lines of, you have to start acting young to make it. And I firmly believe that is not true. I think that's BS. I think you could start at any age. I think it's quite ageless as an actor. And it's becoming more and more like that. So I don't agree with whomever said that to me. I don't think starting young is the way to go. I think literally you can start at any age.
Yeah, I would agree. How about Michael?
One of the things that I always remember, sort of what I would say is not so great advice early on in my career, were people telling me to join the union as soon as you could. And let me get this straight. When it's your time, absolutely join the union, do your thing, and play the reindeer games. But like early on in an actor's career, it behooves them to really jump into as many non-union indie films as possible. Go in the trenches, the theater trenches, the film trenches, and learn about your craft and the industry and the business before you sign on the dotted line. Really get yourself acclimated to how this industry works, and then join the union. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, that makes the most sense. And again, sometimes it's just trial and error. And hopefully you just hope that your error doesn't cost you everything in the end. But so then for both of you, what's some of the best industry advice that someone has given you?
Oh, the best industry advice that's ever given me? Well, believe in yourself, number one.
Right.
You're your own person, truly. No one is like you. You're authentically you. So truly believe that. Never compare yourself to anybody. I think that's a dangerous thing that we do on social media, is we'll see some other artist or actor doing well, and then we're like, oh, I wish I was like them. I don't ever do that, because you're your own person again. Yeah, I think that's like the best advice. And also produce your own content, start doing your own projects.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Michael just said I told him. Well, I think everyone should do that. She does that. Michael does that a lot now. But yeah, produce your own stuff nowadays. I mean, now, in this day and age, people are doing that.
Yeah, no, I'm hearing that like more and more. It's great to be able to do kind of, on the edge type things to just kind of, touch and get into the acclimate into the industry. But until you're only, you're really producing your own content, people really aren't going to get an idea of what you can really do, only what you can copy what others do.
Yeah, just keep working, keep creating.
Perfect. All right. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I think Michael was going to kind of back that up with the same kind of thing, because he does that a lot.
I think the biggest piece of advice I'd give somebody if they're interested in acting in film is because of technology and the price of hardware and all that nowadays, there's absolutely no excuse for you to not be able to get out there and shoot your own films. You know, you start, it's the natural progression. You start with short films, you write a script, you start with short films, you learn the craft, and you learn about all the different departments on a film as you're acting. An actor should be doing this as well, so that they learn about all the departments, how films are made, and you're doing it with your friends, which is a safe place to play, and that's it. And there's just no excuse. You can go out there. I mean, directors are, not that I recommend it, there are directors making feature films on iPhone and stuff, and you can go out there, and as long as you've got the desire, you've got a good script, story behind you, and you've got some friends to make it, you can do it. You can make your own stuff.
Yeah.
And that's how you learn.
Practice makes perfect, for sure.
Awesome. Perfect. Yeah. All right. Well, guys, that's all I had for you. Thank you so much for doing the interview. We'll let you know, obviously, when it gets posted. We'll send you a copy, the whole 9 yards.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you. If you want anything else, let us know. And I think if you need the names to spell out, or maybe they're on IMDb, you can see that Angel Sotero and Vincent Quistini. I'm sure they're on IMDb to spell them out.
I will look. And yeah, if we have any questions, can we reach out through, is it Leslie?
Okay, perfect. Yes, Leslie's perfect.
Awesome. All right, guys, thank you so much. Take care, and we'll talk soon.